Hi, this is Sergeant Beast Larson. I want to tell you a little story. A high-risk transport I did a few years back with the U.S. Marshals, back when I was on the police department on the SWAT team. It was early shifts. My lieutenant called and said, "Hey, the U.S. Marshals are here. They got a high-risk transport. They need a SWAT guy. They need somebody to get it done." I said, "I'm on the way." He said, "Get here ASAP, all your gear." Well, the gear was already in my cruiser. I get up there to the meeting point where the courthouse was in the jail, and we began the briefing. And I'm standing there, and the first thing he says, "What weapons do you have?" So I tell him, "I got an MP5, got a Benelli shotgun, 2 Glocks, 40 calibers. He said, "Perfect." He said, "Do you have a level 3 vest?" "Yes, sir, I do." "This is in here, level 3's in the trunk." He said, "Great, you're gonna get it, you're gonna put it on." He said, "Don't worry about a helmet or a gas mask, just put that vest on." He said, "When we arrive, I want the MP5 slung in the front, right down here. I want the Benelli shotgun. You're gonna exit your cruiser with lights and siren on in front of the federal courthouse, block the road. We'll be right behind you in the van. Jump out with your Benelli shotgun, high ready to go." We go on about a briefing. We discuss the route of travel we're gonna take. He tells me he's got 2 vans. I'm the lead car in a marked cruiser. He said it's lights and siren, and get there. And go fast enough that nobody can try and ram us or bother us or try and drive by and attempt any escape. So we get to this process, this talk. And I said, "Okay, everything sounds good. You know, when we get there, besides jumping out with the shotgun, what do I do?" He said, "There'll be some folks in the street, you're gonna identify them." He said, "We're taking a witness, and there'll be some folks there. There may be an assassination attempt against this witness." So it's exciting to me. I'm thinking, that's great. Who is it? So he tells me who it is. He tells me who this person, and I can't say male or female, and I can't say who the group was that would have been there. He said, "You will see them. Point your shotgun right at them. Point it at them, let them know you mean business. You jump out like a SWAT guy would. Give them that attitude." He said, "I'll come behind you. I'll grab the hook on your vest. I'll walk you up the stairs into the courthouse backwards. You just keep that gun pointed, ready to go. When we get in the elevator, keep it up. When we get out of the elevator, you will be in the courthouse, and you will see several of these gang members on the front row." Yeah, he was right. We go through everything. He said, "These are my guys. They're heavily armed." He said, "This is serious." He said, "This is the thing. This will be quick, but there's not 1 second to relax during this transport." Briefing gets done. He said, "Do you have any questions?" And I said, "I have one." I said, "I'm clear on the route. I'm clear on the tactics, the weaponry, what the goal is." I said, "You don't have to answer. I'm just curious. Who is this person and why so important?" And he told me. And I said, "Understood. I'm ready." When I asked him how fast to go, he said, "As fast as your car goes." He said, "Our van is faster than your cruiser, trust me." Not kidding. I've never drove at that high speed, over 100, with a van like this on my tailgate, but he was. So we get everything loaded up. Witness comes out, jumps in the van. I'm just me in the car. I got the MP5 and the shotgun right over here, ready to go. So when I get there, we're almost there. I mean, we're flying, get down there. Right by the courthouse, the sling goes over my head, seatbelt's off, MP5's ready to be right here. I jump out, Benelli shotgun, I'm like this, I'm pointing, and yep, there was all those folks staring at me, and I'm staring with that front sight right at everybody, sweeping left to right. They got the impression I was serious. We back up, go up in the courthouse, get in the courthouse room, off the elevator. The first 2 rows of this gang had patches that said enforcer on every single one of them. And they were looking, and I pointed out that big front sight right between everybody's eyes. I made contact with everybody. I established dominance. I established I was in control. The other marshals that were there with me walked in. The supervisor came up next to me. He said, "Officer, you did a great job. Go to the low ready, walk backwards to the elevator. I'm taking you back downstairs to your car." And he'd originally told me, "Jump out, leave the car, run and lock the door. If anything happens to your cruiser, we'll buy you a new one." So that, this is all exciting to me. We get back down to the car. Nobody's touched the car because they're thinking, "Well, I think this guy's going to shoot the town up." We get down there, unlock the door. I'm ready to get in. My guns are secure. He was standing there with a shotgun in his hand, ready to come up and sweep so that I could get into my cruiser. He says, I've got your pager number from Lieutenant. He said, I'm impressed with how you handled this. I want you on the return trip on the way back. I like you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll just be patrolling. I'll wait for your page. About 4 hours later, I got the page. Came, did everything in reverse. When it was all done, got back. But instead, when we got back, this person, this witness, was not put in the county jail. But we met at a little different location, not at the jail, but close. That person was put into a complete different vehicle, not a part of this transport and not a transport vehicle, a different secret vehicle, and off that person went into the sunset to witness relocation. And that was my first experience with this whole big federal process that the marshals do, testifying to put over 25 people away for murder, RICO crimes. It was huge. Put them away for life. He said, I'm impressed. I like your enthusiasm. I like your tactics and your ability. I'll keep your number. Here's my card. Can I call you anytime? I said, day or night. You call me. All I got to do is clear it. I'll call and say, you know, he's called. He wants me right now. And my lieutenant will say, go for it. I know where you're at. It's a good story. It was a great time that day. It was a great experience. I did several more with the marshals. None of them as high risk as that. A lot of low and medium risk. But each and every time we did these transports, nobody got hurt. There was no interruption. We were very professional and very tactical. Just want to share this with you. One of the stories, highlights in my career as a police officer. High-risk transport with the marshals. Thank you. Hit the like, share this. Get excited. Want to join the law enforcement community. And hit the subscribe so we can train and develop you. See you soon.